Hey sweet friends, welcome to my channel. This is Lazy Creek Homestead and I'm Nicole. On my channel I like to share things like shopping hauls, what's for dinner, lots of recipe inspiration. I love to be in the kitchen, sprinkle in a little bit of mom life and what's going on our homestead. I'm a mama to 4 boys. We've been homesteading our small property here in New Hampshire for 10 plus years. If any of that sounds interesting to you, I'd be completely blessed if you hit that subscribe button and stick around for a while. I do nothing perfect, but I do everything with love. Today's video is an awesome monthly collab hosted by my sweet friends Rob and Sumner. I will leave their channel linked in the description box along with the playlist. This is always such a fun playlist, and this month's theme is Halloween desserts. And do I have 3 simple, easy, but absolutely delicious Halloween desserts to share with you guys. So let's get in the kitchen.
Hey sweet friends, and we are back in the kitchen with another Halloween treat. We are going to make my normal peanut butter cookie recipe, but instead of adding Hershey Kisses to the top, we are going to add some Reese peanut butter cups, and we're going to make peanut butter cookie spider. So I got 1 stick of butter in my bowl, 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/3 cup of white sugar, and I'm just going to get those guys all mixed together. And now we've added in our 3/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. And then I'm just going to mix my sugar and butter and my peanut butter together. And now that we have our peanut butter and our sugars all mixed together, we're going to add in 1 large egg and about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And now that we have our wet ingredients all mixed up, we're going to add in our flour. We're doing 1.5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And I like to add my baking powder and baking soda right to my flour here. And I just stir it up kind of in my flour. And then I will put that right into my wet ingredients and incorporate that well. And then we'll add in the rest of the flour. Our peanut butter cookie dough is all mixed well together. I'm just going to take my teaspoon and try to make about uniform sized cookies. I'm going to roll these in my hand and place them on my greased cookie sheet. And there we have it. I'm just going to keep going until my dough is all formed into these balls, and we're going to put them into the oven. And our cookies are out of the oven, and I have these mini Reese peanut butter cups, and we are just going to put those in the middle. And then I'm going to kind of just let these cool a little bit and kind of set. And once that's done, we will add our little eyeballs. And we got this cookie icing for our legs. So now we are going to add our little candy eyeballs to our Reese peanut butter cup. Mine are still a little bit warm, so my eyeballs are sticking right to it. But if you needed to, you can add a little bit of your icing to the back and then just stick it to your cookie. And then we're just going to take our cookie icing and squeeze it on for our legs. Simple, easy, crowd-pleasing dessert. So fun, so festive, And really what takes the longest amount of time is waiting for your candies to set. And here we have our peanut butter Reese cup spider cookies. Okay, friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to make monster cookie bars, which I think are very appropriate for Halloween. So I have a cup and a half of brown sugar going into my bowl. You can use a half a cup of butter, but I am all out of butter. Did not realize that when I started this recipe. So I'm going in with a half a cup of cooking oil. Good thing we're getting ready to do our once a month Aldi's grocery haul so we can stock up on some butter. I'm just going to mix the oil and the sugar well together, and then we'll add our eggs. So I'm adding in my eggs. The recipe that I used calls for 2 large eggs, but I have some new hens that are just starting to lay, so their eggs are just a little, they're just starting out, so they start out smaller. So I decided to use 3 eggs. Just give them a good beat and then mix them well with our sugar and oil. Next to the mix, we are going to add in some vanilla extract using my homemade. And then we are going to start mixing in our flour. So I'm going in with about a half a cup of flour, and I'll incorporate that. And then I'll go in again with another half. This recipe calls for a cup and a half, and I'm just going to add it 1/2 at a time. Next, half cup of flour. To my last half cup of flour, I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and give that a good mix. Make sure my baking powder is as evenly distributed as I can. That's just how I like to do it. And we'll get that into the party here. And then we're going to add in all of our good fillings, our chocolate chips, and we're going to use sprinkles and all kinds of good stuff in these monster cookie bars. For our monster cookies, I am going to cut up some mini Reese peanut butter cups and Kit Kats. Alright, so we're all mixed together. We're just going to get it into our greased baking pan. And now that we got our monster cookie bars in our pan, we're just going to get this in our 350 degree preheated oven. So our monster cookie bars are out of the oven, and we are just going to kind of push in our little eyeballs in random places here just to make them look a little extra festive. And I'm also going to add in a few more of the Reese pieces. Alright, our monster cookie bars are gonna cool, and then we'll cut into them. They smell absolutely delicious. Our monster cookie bars are all cool, and I have a little bit of this red gel direct, it's like a icing. So we're gonna add this for just a little bit more spooky effect. And we are going to give these brownies a try. And here are our monster cookie bars. They are delicious. They're moist and chewy. Not too sweet. They definitely give me the festive feels. They were very easy to make and can feed a hungry crowd.
I hope you guys can give these monster cookie bars a try. Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. I am going to share with you guys another really easy, super cute Halloween treat. These are witches' hats. And all you need is some fudge striped cookies, your favorite Hershey Kisses, and some type of a decorative icing of some sort. I have this red one that I already have open, and it is so simple. So I'm just going to put my gel here on the edge of the Hershey Kiss, and then we just put it in the middle of the cookie. And then the little outside that kind of squeezes out, I put the sprinkles. And it really is that simple. It's a cute, simple treat, great to bring to a school party or a church party, or just make for a movie night one day. And they're very tasty as well. And then I just kind of stick them in there the best I can, and I just shake off the excess. And there you go, witches' hats. And now we have some witches' hats to enjoy for our movie night. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this gives you some inspiration to make some quick, easy, delicious treats for you and your loved ones this spooky season.